True friendship lies in seeing good in the other person. True friendship lies in divine high, seeing good in the other person. Saint Teresa of Georgia says that if heavenly grace and true charity come in, there shall be no envy or narrowness of heart, nor shall save love keep its odd, for divine charity overcomes all and dilates all the powers of the soul. Let us reflect for a moment. Where does envy come from? What really causes envy? And sometimes, and we know always, shall realize that this begins from within us. It is a force against self-defeat based on self-assertions, which on all occasions does not cooperate with the divine. It is a fight against the divine, to reject the voice of divine, and so its outward range is to cause pain and death. God from our creation made us as creatures susceptible of Him, but through our own cooperation. And God speaks into our conscience, as we read in the Vatican II document on pastoral constitution of the Church in modern world, Gaudium et Spes. Deep within their conscience, men and women discover a law which they have not laid upon themselves, and which they must obey. Conscience is the most secret core and the sanctuary of human person. There they are alone with God, whose voice echoes in their depths. Envy stems from a fight of what God has endowed in another. It is a pain we cause to ourselves for not realizing the power of God working in us. In the first reading, we see a close relationship between Jonathan and David. It is a love that goes beyond all human ties. Jonathan was a son of Saul. He was directly a crowned prince. David was the last son of a farmer, a shepherd of a sheep. But one common thing that made them become friends was their love and trust in God. They had a concrete connection with the divine. They were not blood brothers, but their relationship with God made their love be nourished. True friendship must relate to God. A true family union must find its anchor in Jesus. To create that strong bond of love with your partner, with your children, we must cultivate a strong relationship with God through prayer. David was fully submissive to Saul. David knew that in order to receive a blessing, he needed to listen to his king. Saul sends David to war. He sent him to fight and lead the Israel army. David became popular because he trusted God. People saw his courage and love. It was striking for Saul to hear the praises of David among the people. And as you have heard, the women eat song of the day. Saul has slain his thousands, David his 10,000s. Here David, son of shepherd, son of a farmer, is being praised, but he remains calm. At this point, David has a test, either to rely on these praises and forget God, or remain connected with God for God's will to be manifested. David will be envious towards Saul's throne and probably feel entitled at this point that allows God to take control. On the other side, Saul cannot agree with these praises, and he has cut his connection with God. It is a bad sign for a leader to be threatened by the success of his junior. It portrays a weakness, and there we see the weakness of Saul. If I find myself struggling to understand another person, especially when he or she is gifted or talented more than me, I should ask myself, is this thinking or feeling coming from the divine? Is he or her gifts the one causing me pain? I should be careful not to act like Cain towards Abel or become Saul, plotting evil against the other person. There are ways that we can overcome envy, and one is honest admission of it. Confessions. Grace of sacrament heals, and then we should not give up into it, but to the opposite, doing good. Pray for the person you envy, compliment and praise. Give thanks to God for the gifts you have and others. cultivate a team spirit. And let us emulate the humility of our Mother Mary in Magnificat. My soul glorifies the Lord. Amen.